Hey, what is going on YouTube and Twitch? We are here in the Caldan system, and a lot of crazy stuff has gone on since I last broadcast. Really, a lot of changes, a lot of updates. Right now, we are in the middle of event season, and I'm letting these guys use my station to kind of improve their ships. There's Luden, the Q, and of course other people from 4 using my station as a kind of leveling up kind of way right there. So yeah, let's get right into this. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully my chat thing works. I've been trying to get it working today, so hopefully that works too. But let's get right into this. So we are here in Star Trek Fleet Command, and this is an awesome game. It has been too long since I have I've recently come back off vacation, so there's a lot of things to do, So let's take a look at some of the deals we have right now in the store. Of course, this is the Canadian store, and everything is super expensive. Take a look at all of this. September Elite Daily Reward Pack, Mine in Ston Special, Mine in T'Pring Special. These are like way out of my price range for sure. Let's take a look here. Mining Officer Special, that could be worth it. $27.99, 2,000 Latinum, Dominica Bish Helvica. So, to be honest, it's just not really worth it. What else we got here? Let's take a look. Not a lot at all. The Q is going right at it. That's right. We have an Ultra Booster Pack. I love these guys. This has more Latinum in it. 2 million Latinum in tokens. Tokens is what you really want to see, just because tokens, you can't lose tokens, that's for sure. So if you get these packs, definitely use the tokens. Definitely have the tokens on hand. And yeah, pretty much use that. So where are we going right now? So let's take a look here. So I'm going to kind of repair my ship, and let's get this ship out here. And we're going to send this ship on a mission right now. So you have a lot of missions in mind. So I'm just going to the Fortis system. So I don't know if you've been keeping up with kind of Server 08's politics, but we have had some, a lot of stuff going on for sure. Like definitely with the Fire Alliance, with BRG-HIVE, with others. We're still a member of AE, of course, so definitely check us out. The AE Alliance, which are a group of awesome people. So the AE Alliance is definitely one to consider. And I'm not researching on building anything right now, just because I think we are going into a mining event. Let's take a look at the events here. I don't know if the mining mega milestone has started. So let's take a look at this mega milestone event. Let's take a look here. And what can we get with this? So don't forget, guys, you can chat as well in the top right hand corner. All you have to do is take a look at the chat, and of course that should work for you. So we do have some mega milestones here, and some G2, G3 crystals. This video isn't really about anything, any particular subject. I'm just testing this live streaming out for the first time, really. Definitely with the chat. So I'm going here, and we're still in negotiations right now, I think, with HIVE EF. So the war, we have, just let's put it into perspective. So the Fire is still engaged with HIVE AE. They still attacked our stations. Attacked our miners for no good reason, really. Some of the players started this, and we're just engaged in guerrilla warfare right now. I'm sure, if you have an alliance, you've done this in the past. This could go on for days. This could end today. We just don't know right now. So we are here in the galaxy, and I'm on my way here right now. So let's see what else we have going on. So I do have some daily goals to complete. Power creep, finish research projects. So I'll do this one. Open research daily finder. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Let's see if this chat is working. So let's go over here and hang on right here. Let's take a look here. Where is this? Live dashboard. Hello. Hello all. Yep, so that seemed to have worked perfect. Okay, anyway. So we're on our way to Fortis. Let's see what's here. Again, I am engaged in guerrilla warfare as are other 5 people. Why, you ask? Well, just because there's a good reason. BRG-HIVE started this, and we're certainly going to end it if we can. So there's a number of targets here. So I'm after these guys, Borg with a, these are not Borg, but the Borg with the little hyphen on top you can see right there. So I'm currently after these guys. Again, like I'm sure these good players, but we are still at a war stage and we haven't reached the negotiating table yet. Hi Joe, NTG, good to meet you. So we are here in the Fortis system, and yeah, basically, you know, we are hitting targets right now. I don't normally do this. I'm usually a peaceful player, but yeah, right now we're in a state of war. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So yeah, so we are waiting right here. So it's going to take a few minutes to kind of reach this system. And it is pretty far away. So I'm located right here in the Arzenia system, right next to Armador. It's a pretty central system. And I like this system because it's close to Romulan space, it's close to Klingon space, and it's close to Federation space. So we just finished a war with an alliance that tried to force us to join them. It lasted 1 day. Well, I'm kind of wondering, did you guys join that alliance, or did that war end up in some sort of crazy way? Where is my ship? It's right there. So I'm going to go here. Normal, okay. So we hunted them down and crushed every miner that we could. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely like the way to go. If you're engaged in a war, like you definitely want to engage in sort of guerrilla warfare, just because, you know, why not, right? This is a game. So yeah, so obviously my ship isn't the strongest ship in the galaxy, 176,028 warp, but it does do the job. It does do the job of, you know, killing these miners. I don't want to have my top ship up there right now, but I am going to engage in this guy. And you know what, like, these players, they can hit my base all they want. I should have said before I started this, so I have emptied my base. So I have no resources in my base. My base is being used right now for other players to kind of level up their ships, which I think is a good way to use it. But it's definitely worth it for sure. Sorry, I'm a little bit engaged right now. But yeah, I mean, Joe NTJ, like, that is it's definitely a good strategy to use, and it's what a lot of players use. Like, if you have any other strategies for dealing with war, like, please leave them in the comments on the side right there, and for sure, like, we can discuss them. So I've got the targets in this system now, so I'm on my way. I'm going to jump out of here pretty quick. I'm going to jump to Nirwellian system to see if we have any more targets right now. And yeah, pretty much. Just got a private message here. Let's see what this private message is. What's that? Are we doing this today? I stopped, but I have no problem starting. Agent 4. So basically Agent 4 is the guy who started all this. He started the war between Fire and Hive Borg. So I'm just going to say started this, and started this, not us. I believe he... Just going to leave it as that. So let's see right here. So I mean, we're still in a state of war, and I am looking for targets. Not seeing many targets right now. So yeah, not too many targets right now. So let's go to Priya next. Let's see if anyone has jumped back into Narfelius. They seem to have jumped back. So I'm going to jump back real quick. And I see Agent J right there. So I'm not going to attack his ship just because I believe he's in negotiations. So I'm not going to attack his ship. But I am going to kind of prompt... I am going to attack these other Hive Borg on our server. By the way, this is server 08. So if you are on server 08, I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment on the side right there. And let's see what this guy is doing right now. But you keep antagonizing the rest of us. How about you look for him and I'll start something? Well, him and others. Whoops. Where is my ship, actually? It's on its way. Well, I'll reply to him in a second. So I'm back on my way to Alphilius. And... going to kind of make a loop right here. So moving past this free guy. So don't forget, we are in the mining event, and this is a strategically important event, just because, you know, all the alliances are trying to get as much mining done as possible before the special refinery event, which is coming to all servers, actually. If you're in the EU, in the US, in Asia, like wherever you are, it's definitely worth mining right now. So I highly recommend, if you're doing some mining, engage in some mining. I don't know where my ship is going. It seems to be following this guy. He jumped away right before I could engage him. Which is a pretty smart move, actually. So I'm going to attack this northern black mamba now. And I'm kind of watching my back because I know that any minute now Hive could jump in here. He jumped away too. So I'm actually going to jump to Narwhalian because I suspect he jumped to somewhere pretty close. I suspect he jumped somewhere pretty close by, and I'll be back in a little while. But there doesn't seem to be any targets around here. I'm just gonna put this on another mine. Let's have a look here. See what else we got going on. Nothing else. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of events. Let's go over the events right now. So we have the Mega Milestone event, which is a pretty good event. Let's take a look here. So whatever server you're on, if you mine any of these materials, G2 or G3, you'll get a lot of points, a hell of a lot of points. which is pretty awesome. And plus, if you mine these resources, you get a lot of resources out of this too. Definitely worth considering. And some of the rewards, look at this, like 1 million power steel token, 600,000, almost a million power steel there. So this is huge amount. And this has kind of changed Scopely's kind of way of thinking, because before they never had these tokens. And it was kind of, you could raid any resource you wanted, really. You could raid any resource you wanted, and it was a good thing. Now that they've got these tokens, it kind of changes things a little bit. So now you can save up all these tokens and you can use them on a rainy day, which is good. The refinery event is live right now. That's from Joe NTJ. So let's check here. I'm kind of curious, Joe, like which server are you on? Are you in the US or are you in the EU? Because I'm not seeing it. Maybe if I refresh the game, to be honest, and get more private messages. Let's take a look here. So you hit everyone but Agent J. Oh. Well, yeah, that's right. So I'm not hitting Agent J right now, just because he's in negotiations. Well, yes, I'm still not seeing the refinery event. Thought I would by now. So let's take a look here. No targets here. I'm not targeting the Borg guys, just because they're not BRG-HIVE. You know what? I'm gonna go to Tejat. Why not, right? Let me just respond to this guy and let's take a look here. Just started this, not us. BRG-HIVE have been hitting us all day and yesterday. Why is today different? I can kind of see where he's coming from, just because, he wants to mine, but just because he's in that alliance, he's kind of involved in a war. He doesn't want to be a part of that war, but because he's in that alliance, like he's kind of trapped there right now. So I do have sympathies for Soulcaf, but at the end of the day, like as I said, like BRG-HIVE have been hitting us like all day today, all day yesterday. So it's really like doesn't come as any surprise that I do see where he's coming from, but at the same time, like I'm in the US. Joe and TJ, I'm in the US, but I don't know how to find out what server I hear to find out which numbers. Okay, so Joe and TJ, if you want to find out what server you are on, the easiest way to do this is to try and repair 2 ships at once, and you'll come up with like an error message. So in the top right hand corner, it'll show like a number, like server number. That'll show what server you're on. So that's kind of interesting to know. So I'm on server 8. You could be on server 20, which is the same one as Deuce, which would be pretty awesome. But yeah, you can find out what that number is if you repair 2 ships at the same time, and there'll be like an error message, and you look in the top right hand corner and you can check that out. Let's see what this guy's saying right now. Let's take a look here. You didn't hit J, you just hit the rest of us. Alright, this comes suggested, and he's... No, he started again. He is in... Yeah, so I basically told Solkath that, you know, I haven't hit him because the negotiations are still on, and but the fight, you know, the fight is still on basically. So I'm not going to hit the head negotiator in a peace deal, really. So let's see here what is going on in this system. Kind of looking for targets right now. Take a look here. So there's this guy right here. So again, I'm not targeting Borg, but I'm targeting the Borg with the kind of little exclamation mark there. So they used to be called Hive. But they changed their name to Borg. So it's kind of hard to distinguish, you know, which Borg or which. And you do have to look for that little Hive thing right there. So it's definitely one to look out for. But yeah, there's not a lot going on in the galaxy right now. Apparently the refinery event is active. Well, it's active in the US. I might need to restart my game. That's coming from Joe NTJ. Hey Seb, pricks. Hope you're having a good time there. So I'm just going up here. And it's kind of hard to like watch what is going on. Like there's a lot of activity in these systems. I don't want to attack this guy, that's for sure. But yeah, I can definitely run through some alliance members for you. So let's take a look here. So Fire is allied with Aegis right now, and Aegis are a really good alliance. They used to be part of AE, but they left the AE group just because of some disagreements with the head of AE, I think, AEQ. So I don't know if they're going to have a opportunity to come back into the AE alliance, but we'll have to see about that. To see if I can win this fight. This is a normal fight. I might lose this. Oh no, I won. Okay, awesome. So that's not too bad. Let's go to... Let's set course here. Oh, what did I click on? Okay, just the mining event thing. So yeah. So let's check. Got some new messages. And you know, I do want these negotiations to happen. I went green there for a sec. I do want these negotiations to happen, but obviously... Well, if he's in talks. I'm not going to hit the lead. Some meeting talks. Talks, if they are happening. Pretty much. Okay. So we are just entering Wilena. And there are not a lot of targets here. So I think I'm just going to hit Zephyr and Cochrane here. It says normal. And again, my ship could get destroyed at this point. But I'm not worrying about it too much. Okay, so my ship is pretty damaged. So I'm going to jump out of here. And weirdly enough, I am getting points in this event. Where is it? I think it's the call to arms. So daily, I'm ranked 26. Which I can get like a few alliance credits, so it's definitely not worth it. Yeah, definitely. Like, I hope. Yeah. So Aegis actually, this is from Seb. You know, he said, "I hope they get into the AE alliance." Aegis actually left the AE alliance just because of some disagreements, but I'm sure, like, I'm sure they'll come back in at some point. Paul, what is this? Is Borg still harassing you guys? Yes. Okay, you will burn now, talks or not. Okay, like, I'm not going to respond to that. I'm not going to respond to threats. Obviously, like, action is better than words at this point. But yeah, I mean, this is the sole essence of guerrilla warfare. Just because, you know, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes, you know, you just don't respond to threats. And plus, we're fire, you know? Like, this is the Fire Alliance. Like, you can't burn fire. No, I'm joking. Anyway. But yes, so we are level 17. We have lots of contributions right now, so that's pretty awesome. And, you know, we're doing pretty well in the rankings, I have to say. Let's go to alliances and power. So we're pretty in the mid-range. So this is out of 100 alliances. So we are ranked 15th. As you can see, Borg, I don't know what it is on your server, but this is server 08. So Borg are ranked first, then the Roman Empire, and then we're targeting number 3 Borg, Terran Empire 4th, EF are 5th, Crazy 6th, Unit 7th, Aegis, they're the ones that left, the AE Alliance, the 8th, and then Merc. Oh man, you've got to check out my other Merc video, the biggest raid in history, because that was awesome against the Mercs. And you know what? They're the pirates of the galaxy. They are the pirates of the galaxy, and they are definitely worth considering. So yeah, so we are ranked 15th, and we're not doing too bad. This is Fire 1, Prometheus ranked 17. They're trailing closely behind. So I was actually in the original Fire Alliance, and you know, we had so many people wanting to join Fire that I decided, you know what, let's start a new alliance. So I did that, and right now we're 2 steps higher than Fire. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. Like, all our guys are awesome. So yeah, Charisma are saying 50-50 to Borg attacks. And it's pretty tough, you know, like, how do you respond to an alliance, you know, top of the server, who are attacking you constantly? Like, how do you respond to that? The only way to respond, you know, you can't attack their stations. The only way to respond to that is, of course, guerrilla warfare. That is definitely, like, one to go for. So let's see what else we got planned. So I have to repair my ship, actually. So that'll take a while. But while I'm doing that, got some other messages right here. Probably from the same guy, sadly. Maybe not. Pretty sure. Oh man. I do apologize for the swearing in this game. I'm pretty sure your team was already told. I'm not taking. Pretty sure your team was already told. I'm taking no problems. I'm just gonna put, you know, Agent J started this, not us. Hopefully, talks can happen soon in the future. Yeah, I really hate it when people swear. I do apologize for that. So I'm going to repair my ship now, and it'll take a while to repair. So while that is going on, I will do something else. Oh yeah, this guy's moved in pretty close to where I am. Yeah, so he's been trying to raid my base, but of course I've donated all my resources to my alliance. And I just want to show you something. I do have, let's check here. So I do have prime resources. So that does help a big deal, especially when you're going in with these guerrilla warfare attacks. So where am I here? Station. Prime protection, actually, I think that's what it's called. Station. Yeah, so prime protection, definitely one to get if you haven't already. So this basically pretty much gives you a guaranteed amount of so let's say, for example, that everyone's raiding your base and you have prime protection. You still have enough resources to repair your ships to a certain degree. So this prime protection is really good if you're engaging in guerrilla warfare. So I highly recommend that you get prime protection if you are engaging in guerrilla warfare. What's this? So I'm clearing another amount out tonight. So again, basically what Star-Lord is saying here in the Fire Alliance chat, that he is clearing out all his resources and he's going to attack. He's going to attack Hive again, which is, fair enough. They haven't negotiated anything with us. So that just leave me out of it. I haven't hit you guys at all. Tell that. It's not my call. It's not my call to, say that, oh, like, we're going to leave this person out. Like, no one's going to be left out. Obviously, apart from the head negotiator, Agent J, at this point. This war is still ongoing, and we just can't afford to leave anyone out, because everyone can negotiate peace, right? Like, anyone can negotiate peace at this stage. And yeah, so I can't leave anyone out of guerrilla attacks, unfortunately. So anyway, so I'm going to repair my ship right now. See what this guy said. It's your decision to leave me be, as it's mine to leave you guys. But when all the guys around you say that. And yeah, I'm basically saying that, no one can be left out at this stage, just because, like, everyone has the power to change, to negotiate peace. It's up to the leaders of BRG-HIVE, and, I don't know what else to say to that guy. Like, obviously, like, he needs to mine, but then obviously, like, we want to mine too. Like, I don't know. Anyway, my ship is repairing right now, so that is it for the attacks. And I just want to kind of show you, Hurricane Dorian is still going on, and it's been crazy. But one YouTuber has been, fighting the good fight and doing all this, and that is Deuce. Like, take a look here. So Deuce, he's kind of led the initiative here, and he's kind of said, go to Fibble, go to this solar system, and you won't get killed during the hurricane. So I kind of like this idea, the idea of you can go to Fibble and you can kind of be safe during Hurricane Dorian. Of course, this affects everyone on the US seaboard. It doesn't really affect anyone in Asia or the US, but I really think this is a good way to kind of look at things. And wherever you are and what server you're on, whether you're in Asia, whether in the US, the UK, Europe, you should be, talking to your alliances and kind of negotiating this, this safe space for people during the hurricane. So this is definitely like one to consider, especially on our server. We're definitely considering it in our discords and everything like that. So I think Fibble is definitely a good level 9 system to go to if you need to stay safe. Of course, you need to negotiate with your alliance, but I think it's a really good way of kind of negotiating what to do there. So definitely, Hurricane Dorian, it's still continuing. It's hit the Bahamas right now. So yeah. All right, guys, that is it for now. That is a good live stream, a good way. Don't forget to like and subscribe to me on Twitter, on YouTube and Twitch. And that is it. All right, have a good one, guys. See ya.